Thanks for what you do with your podcast and all the rest. You're doing a great job. Hope everybody keeps tuning in. You get a lot of good info, a lot of insights, understandings of how to get strong, how to stay strong, how to use your strength.
You do a great job, dude. You make things better than they are in real life, I think.
If you don't follow Massenomics, y'all do it. Social media, website, everything.
Massenomics.
Welcome, everyone. Episode 498, lifting podcast about nothing, recorded live from the corners of the Dakotas, at least two of the four corners. We're going to have to get two more hosts back so we could be all four corners. Southwest would be easy to cover. I don't know who and where they're going to go to the northwest.
There just might not actually be people there is the problem.
What town is the most northwest?
Lemon's
corner?
up there.
Lemon. Yeah, that's probably it.
Lemon.
That's the only
What's
town.
the fun fact about Lemon?
I don't know.
Actually, I think there might be two fun facts. Someone has to fact check me on this, but I believe Lemon, South Dakota is where the actual bear attack from the Revenant that happened. What's that guy's name?
Is it the farthest away you can get from a McDonald's anywhere in the United States?
Probably.
I think there's something like that too, actually. I think it's the farthest you can get away from a McDonald's in the U.S.
That would not surprise me.
Okay, say the first one, though. I got sidetracked.
What's the guy's name in The Revenant? Leonardo DiCaprio when he gets attacked by that bear?
Yeah. I don't know, but yes.
I got to know now. This is driving me crazy. Hugh Glass. I believe the actual bear attack happened
in
near Hugh Glass Memorial. That is in South Dakota. That's where the actual bear attack happened.
So that was one fun fact.
That's one fun fact. I believe, wasn't Lemon, isn't that also where they found a giant T-Rex?
That might be right.
Is it Sioux?
At least that's what they want you to believe.
Right. It was probably 100 miles away, but it's the closest thing. So, Sioux, the T-Rex, where was it discovered? We'll just say Lemon.
Waldrug. Was it Waldrug?
Was found in the Badlands near the Cheyenne River Indian Reservation, South Dakota. I was way off.
Samsonite. Murdo has a great car show.
Okay, did you stop there actually?
No, I just have seen those billboards for years.
I have. Yeah. I have too, and I always thought, does that thing still exist even? Those signs are all up and down the interstate. And I'd be very curious what the current state of that collection is.
You've never been either?
No, nope. Yeah. I always kind of wondered, though.
Yeah. Okay. Episode 498 of the Massenomics podcast. Just two more to go. Do you think we're going to make it? What's the over-under?
Oh, probably 50-50.
What's the betting line?
51 and a half. 50 and a half.
Yeah. That we make it to 500.
Yeah.
I'm still not ruling out the possibility that we just stop at 499. And it's the biggest... It's the biggest Massenomics joke ever.
Yeah,
that we just quit and go off the radar after 499.
Let's be real. We're not going to cover
down
anything
all social
new.
medias.
We've handled every topic at this point. There's nothing left.
Yeah, we really only, when we started this out, we really only planned for 499 topics. So
and we're sticking to the plan.
Yeah. Yes. This episode 498, is brought to you by our friends to the north. You know, they're not a corner of the Dakota. They're kind of a corner of North Dakota. Barefoot Shoes. Check them out at barefoot.store. Been wearing their shoes all the time. I basically always wear the Ursus 2.0. Now, the all black low top shoes, I wear those to work. I wear those working around the yard, honestly, the house. I wear the shit out of those, and they've held up very, very durable. I've got good things to say about the Ursus 2.0. Really good things to say about mostly all their shoes there, actually. I still wear the high tops, the classic Ursus, when I'm in the gym, and I've been rocking those for like 3 or 4 years by now, and maybe someday I'll get a new pair just out of boredom, but it's not going to be because my old ones wear out. They take a licking and keep on ticking. You can get yourself a pair at barefoot.store and use discount code Massenomics. It'll save you 10% on any pair of shoes there that you get at Barefoot. Thanks, Barefoot.
And this episode is also brought to you by Build Fast Formula. Build Fast Formula, it's just what works. Level up your life with innovative, clinically dosed, and research-backed supplements that just work. Build Fast Formula, they got a great variety. They have their Vaso Blitz, Full Blitz, 80/20 Protein, and Blitz 3D. All great items and ones that I think are worth looking into if you're a supplement type of guy. The Vaso Blitz is their dual nitric oxide support. Their Full Blitz is their fully loaded pre-workout formula. 80/20 Protein is their 80% casein, 20% whey protein. And Blitz 3D combines the dual nitric oxide with the fully loaded Full Blitz pre-workout. And all of these pre-workouts are all these supplements. If you want to learn a little bit more about them, Chris Steffen was recently on Table Talk where he gives some pretty good explanations behind the formulation and how they arrived at what they did on all of these. But if you want a good place to start, get yourself some 80/20 Protein. Chocolate lava cake is my go-to. It is my favorite. And then if you need some pre-workout, go Full Blitz. It's the real deal. Good stuff. And the peach flavor, quite power up peach, quite tasty. Can recommend. Any of these, buildfastformula.com. You can save 10% on your next order with code Massenomics. That's buildfastformula.com. Code Massenomics will save you 10%. Thank you, Build Fast Formula.
In a bit of old business, I want to mention we finished we finished having our pre-show. It's the show before the show. We record it. I keep saying record. What's the word I would use? We just host it.
Yeah,
we host it.
It's just streamed. That's it.
Yeah, we stream it every week before we start recording this show. We had that this week. And we always like to shout out the first timers, and that's their first time to the pre-show. Usually mention Big Anthony for that when it's his first time. But Big Max, I missed it. Big Max, it was his first time in the pre-show. So shout out making the pre-show Big Max for the first time.
Welcome.
We always like a new pre-show listener. We have several things on the docket this week. One of them I think we should get to is the crew mailers went out. Well, they went out over a week ago, almost maybe 2 weeks ago. I don't even know. People have been a steady stream of people receiving those over the last at least week.
Mm-hmm.
And we've never talked on the show what actually the crew, this last gift. So it's a gift to all of our supporting members. We mailed that out to all of them. It was a whole bunch of envelopes that went out.
A lot of
all
stuffing,
over the world.
A lot of hand stuffing over there you did.
Yeah, we stuffed them real good. And not quite everyone's received theirs yet, but I don't think we're spoiling many surprises because you've probably seen it on social media at this point if you use any form of social media. So should we talk about what we actually sent out this last time?
I think we should even talk about the process behind this a little bit too, because this was our most involved mailer, hands down.
Yeah, it was. So what do we call this mailer? Collector Trading Card Series mailer.
Yep, that's right.
Every supporting member randomly received 3 cards from the 2025 collection. There was 8 total cards in the collection. 4 of them are what we considered common cards. 2 of them were uncommon cards, and 2 of them were ultra rare. Those were either gold or silver foil cards. Only 100 ultra rare cards are in circulation. I will check the cards out, but there was also 50 randomly autographed cards that went out. So every crew member did receive 3 cards, completely random. We can talk about the process, but I can assure you on multiple levels, it was very random.
I remember
there was many levels of randomization within
because you had a whole system worked out for how they got stuffed. And I remember asking you did you see anyone and put more in? You're like, that would break the whole system. There was no favoritism here. It was just the next one in the line got the cards, and that is how it went.
Not only would it have broke the system, it also would have broke my brain in the sense that I'm like, where do I start and stop with, this person would really like this one. Let me make sure to throw it in there. And then I'm like, the reason for the system was for efficiency. Mm-hmm. And if I wasn't sticking to it, then it becomes inefficient. And then I end up spending twice as long on a project that already takes a long time.
Yeah.
So that's why that stayed truly random. So if you got something cool, Oh, yeah, everyone got something cool, if I'm being honest about that. But, yeah. So here was the info card that everyone got, which shows off the 8 different cards in this 2025 Massenomics Collector Card Series.
Do you want to, for the audio listeners, say what the 6 cards are on there?
Yeah, the 8 cards.
Sorry, the 8 cards.
Actually, let me do it this way. We'll do the 4 common cards, the most common 4 cards first, which I've got here, so everyone can decide what their favorites are. I don't know. I haven't heard. What are people's favorites? Obviously, people are favoriting the rarest ones, but like amongst the common, I don't know what people loved and disliked and that sort of thing, what people covet. I think it all depends on what person you are, really. So the first card in the most common was the cottage cheese card, obviously reasons, and every card has information on the back that you can read through.
That talks about how the item plays into the Massenomics lore.
Yeah. And then on the back, it also says 2025 Collection 1, and then it gives its rating of common, uncommon, or rare. The reason it says 2025 Collection 1, it's very likely this will not be the last series of Massenomics trading cards that we see exist in the greater Massenomics universe. The Gym was the next common card. These are in no particular order within the common series. The Pueblo Gold Ford Freestyle
with Mount Rushmore
obviously,
in the background.
in front of Mount Rushmore with the Massenomics plastered on the side. And then the Easy Curl Bar. All things that have significant place in the Massenomics
universe.
I don't know, universe. The next 2 were the uncommon, so less of these went out than the common cards. The majority of cards that the highest number per card that went out were the common, and then the next, this was a little lower, was the uncommon, and we had the lift shorts card, of course. These are classic lift shorts. Also,
they are. That photo was taken.
Right,
God,
yeah,
7 years ago, 8 years ago.
Yeah, and then the Hall of Fame Cup card. There again, you could read about it on the back. But then we had the 2 rarest cards in the series, and these were actually foil cards. The first one was the silver foil on the red slides, and that really pops.
Oh, and seeing those in person, it's we didn't know for sure what it was going to be like, but it does pop. It is silver foil.
Yep. And then the other rare card is the Golden Drink Spotter. A lot of people seem to be enjoying the Golden Drink Spotter card.
And gold foil on that one.
Yeah. So those were the 8. Everyone got 3 completely random cards. All of them cool. Some of them more rare than others. And 50 of them were randomly signed by the 2 of us.
To make it extra special.
Yes. Anthony's question. The gold and silver are equally rare. They're exactly the same rarity in that 50 of each are in circulation. And much higher numbers of the other cards are in circulation. Slightly less of the lift shorts and the cup than the most common.
And there is an actual formula for how all this was calculated.
Yeah, and Big Ben asked if anyone out there got the same 3 cards. That should not happen. Everyone should have got 3 different cards. There very possibly could have been a couple mistakes. I think I did see a couple people got 4 in accident, and what they got was doubled up because a card got
stuck to the one next to it,
stuck together. So I see a couple people said that they got, or at least they made it look like they got 4. Maybe they're also just I know a lot of people are also doing things to trick other people to make it look like they got stuff.
Get the jealousy game going.
But I think a couple people got 4, but otherwise, no, everyone got 3, and they all should be different because there was I used ChatGPT for a random generation of series of numbers. With these only appearing 50 times each, etc. Yeah. So it is very rare if you see someone get the gold foil or the silver foil or a autograph card. Very rare to see any of those. And this is something we had worked on for quite a while.
Oh,
this is an idea we had for a long time.
Yes, just the concept we figured out quite a while ago, but then just the whole thing of making all the cards, getting the text on them, doing the design, sourcing them, figuring out how many of each one we need. Like it was much more complicated than our thing of like, get this one item, order a bunch of it and go. There was a lot more steps. But I do think the final product was worth it. They turned out really cool.
Yes, and some people have already started trading. There's been some horse trading back and forth of, people wanting different cards that other ones have, so they're trading them around. We do have a few more of some of these cards around, so you'll see some of them. People have asked if you're going to, several people have asked if there's going to be packs for sale. Not currently on the website, but they could be rewards as prizes. They could be like, hey, you showed up to something, here's your card, or...
Right, because we have some spares. We have some. Not a ton, but there's a few.
You could try to get a sticker at the Massenomics gym on the sticker machine, and there could be a card in there.
I like that idea.
Something like that. Oh, yeah, there you go. Anthony just said it. Yes. Mm-hmm. He asked if there's going to be in the sticker machine at the gym. There's only one way to find out. 50 cents at a time.
Gonna be rich.
Yeah. People talked about other ideas. We did autograph cards. Several people have said you do jersey cards. That's actually something we talked about in the process where, is there like some that have a piece of lift shorts in the card? There's a lot of different things there. And the beauty of it, like I said, this will not be the last time you see. This is just the first series of cards.
Yep.
From Massenomics. So
it's more where that came from.
There is more where that came from. Yeah, people asked about crew rookie cards at some point. Well, with our system, we're not going to do... You may see people on some of the cards at some point in time, but our intention is not to do hundreds of people on cards. Not that you maybe never will see cards of people.
We just wanted to stick to more objects of Massenomics lore than people right off the bat.
At some point in time, that might be people. Like there may be people of lore that are just as much, that make just as much sense as some of these items. But that's what future series are for, right?
That's right.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the mailer. If you haven't got yours yet, be on the lookout. Hopefully it shows up. Like 3 days after we sent them out, I got already like 10 back in the mail. All people that had changed their address and not sent in an address change yet. But we're working through those, getting those sent back out. If you're not a supporting member yet, get signed up so you can get in on the next round.
Well, and this is the time to talk about some very rough ideas for...
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, I think so. Because not only do you not only do we do this sort of thing, we've teased before that we got other things in the works.
Mm-hmm. And we were recently, actually, it was fairly late in the process on this, we started talking about how much we do like, obviously the supporting member program and all that. You get access to the Discord, whole lot of benefits that come with it. Massenomics.com/join spells that out pretty well for you. But one of the things we started talking about, how it would be very fun to do some crew specific contests that were based more on gym achievements, and not totally sure what those will be yet. Like we have some it's not just like who can bench the most. Like that's not the stuff we're talking here, but we have some very fun ideas in the works that contest wise that I think we're going to start figuring out a way to make these things work. So that'll be probably in the next couple months already. Like we're not going to wait a long time to get to those. So be on the lookout there.
And those will be supporting member exclusive competitions where you have to be a Massenomics supporting member to get in on them. Like you said, it's not going to be who can bench the most. Also, some people just by entering, you have a chance to win. And sometimes there will be an actual winner that wins too. There will be
some merit-based winners, and also to spread the love a little. So there'll just be some random winners probably.
Yes. Yeah. And the thing is, there is enough supporting members at this point in time that there still will be, no matter what it is, there will be stiff competition. Also, we have ideas for more than one of these. Some of them might come up and you'd be like, oh boy, I stink at this one. Or still get in on it because you could.
Right. Or there might even be somewhere like, actually, this just doesn't even apply to me. Like, I'm not even going to do. But like, that's the idea is we already have quite a few different ideas we're playing with. So I think there will be something for everyone here.
Yeah, and we have enough ideas that it won't be limited to like one per year. We might be able to bang out multiple of these. That just another fun way to get more people involved and working together on things as the supporting member community. So if any of that sounds fun to you, which it is going to be fun as hell, and you're not a supporting member and you're listening, go get signed up. Obviously, that's assignment number one. That way you're just ready to go for when it comes.
Yep. Massenomics.com/join.
Yeah. What are you drinking? Anything over there today?
I am actually. I'm extremely thirsty. Had a bit of a sore throat all week, so it's been taking it a little easy over here.
Easy on the sparkling waters, or?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So what are you curing,
baby? It's a Waterloo lemon lime.
Oh,
last one was at Costco. They had the Waterloo flats, pretty cheap, so I picked up one of these. Waterloo, the pack's a punch.
I got myself a LaCroix cherry lime LaCroix in this Drink Spotter Chill. Have you seen these? Drink Spotter Chills available
I
at
have seen it, and I've heard about it.
Yeah. Oh, boy. It's magnetic. I don't know if you can see that's off camera, but it's a little magnetic koozie. Most affordable drink spotter ever made. LaCroix cherry lime. Very tasty. I give it a 4. Yeah, that's good. That's a good beverage.
Can we talk about our latest home gym tour that just came out on YouTube?
Yes. The last two, actually. But
that is a good point. The last two videos are both doing very well for us. Gluck's video might have been our single biggest one day ever on a video.
It really spanked the monkey.
Well, it is a video about Gluck, so what do you expect? But no, that video was awesome. It did so good for us. A lot of really good comments on there. And I think that one turned out fun. Like it was, Gluck has those ones where people have huge gyms. There's a few different ways you could do it, but I love the pacing of it. I loved, the way you could spend an hour on one rack in Gluck's gym, the way he has his racks built out, but it kept moving. It showed off everything he has, and he's got a really cool space there. And then today we had the Brian Koppelman video come out, and that was one where we were just, I don't know, if you don't know who Brian is, you don't watch his movies, I guess it doesn't mean anything to you. Like, he has a nice gym, but are people just like, no, I don't know who this guy is. I don't know what's going on. And so many good comments just, it came out earlier today. So it's been 10-ish hours and already so many good comments, a lot of good views. Like that video's already off to a banging start. So exciting.
Some of the most supportive comments geared at us and Brian both, or one or the other or both or whatever. Some of the most supportive, positive comments you could ever see on YouTube.
Totally.
I'm like, heck yeah, this seems like it's worth it.
Oh, I know. And that one was also a bit of a departure. Well, several things. We didn't really have much rapport with Brian built up before. We'd met him once at the Arnold for 5 to 10 minutes and talked to him. Other than that, that's our in-person experience. And then we've just had a little communication back and forth trying to get this lined up. And as far as the gym tour goes, it's probably the least we've ever talked about equipment on a video, or as far as the gym tour goes, which is also like, are people going to be like, no, I like it more when you guys talk about the equipment, cut it with the chit chat. But that doesn't seem to be the case at all. People are really liking the format of that.
Opposite.
Mm-hmm. And that one really fits what we've kind of talked about behind the scenes of, no, this is just a podcast that happens to take place in your home gym, and we occasionally touch back on the equipment part of it. But a lot of fun seeing how that goes.
Good dude.
Can we also say, can I confess something about what I did in Brian's gym?
Yes.
Oh, felt just...
This maybe should have been on the pre-show.
It probably should have been, actually. It would have been good. We got there, and Brian had a C4 energy drink. He put it in, Tanner put it in a drink spotter, threw it on the side of the rack, and Brian cracked it open. He's like, oh, awesome, sweet, I love this. And then we got done with the gym tour, and I'm filming B-roll, and I'm looking through my camera lens, trying to get these up-close B-roll shots of the rack. And then I remember in my head being like, all right, got that shot. Okay, let's get out. And I turned my arm and just nail the drink spotter with the C4 in it. And it went everywhere. And, felt pretty bad about that one.
Also, it didn't look good for our product.
No, it didn't.
It was good thing that wasn't on film.
Yeah, we had to make it up to him, get him a little care package.
Yeah, that was funny. That video is great. I'm actually just loving all the gym tours. Of course I am, but I feel like they're just we keep fine tuning it a little bit, and I could tell though when we were recording those Northeast ones, I really thought at some point in the time there, or maybe mostly all of them, I'm like, feels like we're really hitting a stride here where we got this. Something nailed.
I mean, we talk obviously because when we're on the road for 3 days straight, that's kind of all we do is talk about what we're doing. And
right.
I told you several times during that when I was filming it, I'm watching it through the back of the camera, and I just like in my head feel like, I'm just watching a YouTube video on my phone. Like this is what this feels like. I'm just watching a video, and I just want to keep watching this because it's going so good.
Right. So we're gonna keep those rolling. I mean, we got many. We still have South Dakota ones that are coming out. We have some.
Are we sitting on like 12 videos right now or something?
Something like that still.
And when we say like they've actually been filmed, we're not saying concepts. We probably have 30 ideas sitting out there that we haven't even touched yet, but we have actual 12 videos filmed just waiting to be released.
Yeah, and we love our gym tours the most. We also do like focusing on equipment and doing some equipment reviews, and we'll continue to sprinkle those in as well.
Mm-hmm. Especially when it's I mean, our whole thing has always just been equipment that interests us or that we have, acquired or purchased or whatever. But at the end of the day, like we're never going to be a review channel where it's just
right.
And I'm not saying that as a knock to those guys. Like I'm glad those other guys are doing it because I don't want to have to be like getting new racks every single week and miss that sounds like a lot of work. But yes, we're always going to be popping in a few reviews of products and items that we find interesting or that we think different people in the space would also find helpful or interesting watching those videos.
Right. So you had Brian Gym Tour as a topic, but I don't think you put that in as Brian Koppelman Gym Tour. That's not what, ironically enough, we just talked about Brian Gym Tour, and I don't think that's what you put in as Brian Gym Tour.
Right. I put in, I meant it as Brian Shaw Gym Tour because he recently on YouTube had that was probably actually 2 weeks ago now. He had a gym tour come out. And what's interesting about Brian's gym tour is, I mean, obviously it's a really nice gym. Did you get a chance to watch the video? I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen it all, but I definitely watched some of it.
Yeah, it's a really nice gym. And he has 2 gyms. He has like the mountain gym and then this other one.
Right.
And this one was not the mountain one. It's whatever he calls it. But what actually surprised me about this one was the really specific machines he had. Machines that were actual Cybex commercial. I don't even know. Like they were like, he had them for specifically for arm wrestling training, but it was just like forearm machines and like rotator cuff machines and like very specific one arm at a time machines that work great, I would assume, for the sake of arm wrestling training. But for almost anyone else, they'd be like, this machine is an enormous waste of space. But you see Brian use it and you're like, well, of course you had, like, that makes sense in your use case. And then also Brian's a bit of a history guy. I'm not sure if you know that, Tanner, but I also happen to be a bit of a history guy too. And I think I heard Brian discuss the history probably like 5 different times on his podcast, or mention how much he liked the history, which I thought was good. And he had a few machines that had York deep dishes loaded up on the machines, which instantly makes that machine very, very expensive when there's York deep dishes sitting on it.
Yes. It was a cool tour.
Mm-hmm.
When we do one with him, it'll be better than that, though.
That's right.
Here's a piece of grease. Big JB in the Discord chat. If you're a supporting member, you can listen along live with the show, and you can also chat in Discord, and we watch it as it's going. He said, I'd love to see a Massenomics tour of Bert Soren's gym. It's such a rad space. Here's an interesting piece of grease that you're hearing because you're commented watching along live. Just talked to him today. He said he's down for it.
So
that may happen at some point in time. The one knock on that isn't really a knock, but just makes it harder for us to do. It's in a town we've already been to gym tours, but that doesn't rule anything out. That's the thing about these tours. Our network keeps expanding, so even places we've already been before, there's getting to be more and more opportunities to go there and not have repeats still.
Yep.
We do have a lot of cool gym tours in the works. Like you talk about the ones that are recorded. Also, we are working on a lot. We're constantly working on more of these. Actually, is what I'd say. There's always balls being juggled in the air on gym tours potentially coming up soon. So
just balls everywhere.
Yeah, there's just balls in every direction. And I would say at this point, nobody is off limits from a gym tour.
I don't think so.
The network has grown enough that we're kind of like.
Would you say it's growing exponentially?
It's growing exponentially. I honestly think more and more people are just aware of the gym tours that we're doing. Like we said it at least internally at a certain point where we're like, we want to be the gym tour guys. And I think at this point we are the gym tour guys.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, amongst other weird things that we are, but that's one of the things that we are.
Put it on the list of all the things we are.
Add it to the list. We're the greatest. Best gym tour guys. Okay, so that was Brian Shaw gym tour. We also had another Brian Shaw topic in here.
Okay, so I got to get... He was just on a Mr. Beast video. It was something like World's Strongest Man versus 100 grade school kids or something like that. I clicked on it just to watch like the first 30 seconds to get the Mr. Beast pitch on it. I have not got to watch the actual video. You have watched it though, right?
I have watched the video.
I just got to say my first just thing from it that I don't get this about Mr. Beast video. Obviously he does it because he knows what he's doing, but the thumbnail is not Brian Shaw on it. It's like if you told AI, hey, take what you know about Brian Shaw and give him an angry face and put him on here. And AI goes, that's him. And you look at it and it's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Brian Shaw. It'd be weird if it wasn't, but it's also not him. And I don't understand why they do that. Like they got the guy. Why does it have to be this weird AI version of the guy and not just the guy? But that's how they do it. Don't understand it.
I don't understand it either. I noticed that too. As far as the video, I like that there's a strongman video on Mr. It wasn't a strongman video. Here's what I would say. I guess this is by design, and I guess it's what people like, and I guess it's what gets clicked. But the video is so ADD, bouncing around on things that I'm like,
I can't stand that either.
Holy crap. Like, and I suppose it appeals to like a younger audience, right? Or something like that, which is probably a larger pool of the viewing audience. And obviously he knows everything that he's doing, and it's the most calculated, as calculated of a YouTube channel out there that exists.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like a critique from me matters, but I'm just saying as a viewer, I'm like, why is this so many things at once?
It is. It just feels like, no, we have to dumb this down and also do 1,000 cuts because your attention span cannot stand more than 4 seconds of anything.
Yeah.
And I don't like that style of YouTube. I don't like that style of editing either. Because I'm like, no, like I'm not that much of an idiot. I do have an attention span. I can, in fact, do things like this, like a long form podcast that goes for 2 hours with that. Like I can take it, man. Just treat me like an adult here.
It's insane. I don't watch his videos normally. So when I watch that, I'm like, holy cow, this is wild. There was, I think, like 8 competitions, and the last one was the strongman thing. What was cool, the coolest part about the video is it wasn't just Brian Shaw. They took 10 strongman. I'm sure Brian Shaw hooked it up because they're all people that were at Strongest Man on Earth, and they're all wearing their Strongest Man on Earth shirts.
Okay.
And they do a tug of war versus, like 100 kids, and they start off with like just Brian, and then they go to more and more until it's all 10 of them to battle the kids and see who wins each one and stuff. But so like Martins was in there, Lucas Hatton. Who else has been on the show that was?
Do they actually call out the guys by name, or is it just here's Lucas and that's it? Do you remember?
They don't really think they ever said anyone's name. Martins had a funny bit in there though, where he gave a little motivational speech for just like 5 or 10 seconds, where he's yelling. He's like, all of the squats that we've done, it all comes down to this. It was kind of.
They're like, wrap it up. We got to cut more.
Yeah. Well, yes. And but just the pacing of the video is wild. Just how it goes from one thing to so quick. I'm like, there's no context hardly of any of it. It's just rapid fire stuff, crazy shit going on. And I get it that's what it's supposed to be, and that's the appeal to people, but it's wild.
Yeah. Just the fire hose of modern day content.
Yes. Yeah, I want to see tug of war versus 100 Voltras. 10 strongman versus 100 Voltras. That would be better.
You have incredibly expensive video, but someone's got to do it.
Yes. But that's my biggest takeaway is that, wow, are all of his videos this crazy? And I guess they are, right? Or it's
I think so. That's why, I never watched Mr. Beast until probably, I don't know, I want to say it's a year or so ago. I watched a few videos and I remember getting done and be like, yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot to handle. And then I don't think I've watched one since because I find the editing to be a little agitating to people with a just regular attention span.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, I can watch things that it doesn't have to be this crazy.
Can you imagine getting used to watching that content and then someone being like, yeah, now you have to read a book? You'd be like, no, but no, that's not
thanks.
possible. Yeah.
Okay. Still got a lot of stuff to talk about, but
we do. Should we do an ad maybe?
I think we should mention that we have a new drop coming up on Thursday before we get too far.
Good call.
Too far into it. We've had a lot of stuff to cover here, but we do have a new drop coming up on Thursday, the 23rd. There's 4 items in that new drop, all going on our website at 4 p.m. Western Northeast South Dakota time on the 23rd. That's that Thursday. The 4 items. Are we going to show anything off on the show?
I think we can maybe
this comes
show
out on
one off.
Monday, so nothing. At the time that this comes out, you still have a few days until anything's live on the site. I don't know if you do you have anything there?
I don't have anything in front of me.
Okay. Well, I do have one thing. I guess I showed this off in the pre-show. We'll show it off here too. One thing we're bringing back for the first time in a long time is a patch set. We haven't had a patch set for quite a while until now. So we got 3 different patches that'll come in the set. The first one is the Massenomics lifting department patch. The second one is the Raw Power Bison patch. And the third one is the Silly Goose Barbell Club patch in blue. So when you order it, you'll get one of each of those patches. And they do have Velcro on the back. We'll do that once on the show just for dramatic
We like
effect,
that Velcro.
where it's got the hook and loop on the back, and then it actually comes with the other side of the Velcro that you could attach to wherever you want this to go. So patch sets are back for the first time in a long time. These are high quality woven border patches. Otherwise, in the drop, there's 3 other things, and maybe we'll just keep them a secret. But there's a shirt that is a new spin on an old favorite, a new design based off of an old favorite shirt. There is a piece of drinkware that could go almost anywhere, depending on where you might want to attach it. And then there is a new coat in the drop. And you might want to even babysit this coat this winter. I'll say that. Anything else to give off on any
I
of
think
it?
those were all just cryptic and good.
Okay, perfect. Just the perfect amount of cryptic teasers.
How I like my clothing, cryptic.
Yes. Now, what about some supporting our supporting members?
Let's do it.
This is a relatively new segment of the podcast where we give back to those that support us. So if you become a supporting member, this is just one of the many things you get. We've already talked about so much of the other stuff you get by becoming a supporting member. If you are not a supporting member at this time, I mean, seriously, I wonder if this is the right button.
Now what the hell are you waiting for?
It was
Seriously,
the right
what would
button.
you be waiting for? What would you be waiting
Maybe
for?
they don't know the web address. It's massenomics.com/join. Maybe that's what they're waiting for.
That was it. That's what they're waiting for. Now there's nothing to wait for. So get signed up. We'd love to have you. It is the number one way that we keep everything going, whether, just all we talked about, gym tours, just all the stuff we do, the podcast, everything kind of revolves around that supporting membership at this point in time. One of the things we do is give back through this segment. Like this week, we had Big Reza competed in his first powerlifting meet. He went 9 for 9 with a 347 squat, 209 bench, and a 419 deadlift in his first meet. Congratulations on that first meet.
PRs, baby.
Big Frog got second place in the Masters 283 kilogram class at IPF World Masters Championships. He had a 635 kilogram total. Second place at IPF World Masters.
Way to represent.
Big Cody competed in the Highland Games lightweights at the Seaside Highland Games. Big Daminger, Big Eddie, and Big Kurt also all competed together at a Highland Games competition. I don't have the results, but I can only assume they all did awesome. Not to mention it is the most fun that you can have with your clothes on.
That's what I was going to say. You took it from me.
I bet they had fun with their clothes on.
I think they did.
Big Tyler Thompson, big old Tyler Thompson got 10th at America's Strongest Man. His first pro show, 10th place, top 10.
Nice.
Big Chris, the friendly neighborhood lifter. Been to that guy's house a time or two. Got
Or just
place.
once.
Yeah, just once. Literally one time. First place in his novice men's physique show, third in the open class.
It's good stuff. I can tell you from experience that guy is dialed in.
Yeah, his conditioning was on point. I would just about guarantee it.
Mm-hmm.
Big Alex West was this week's guest on the Unpaid and Underrated podcast. It is our bratty little sister podcast. They put out a new episode every week where they interview another supporting member. So additional thing you could get if you become a supporting member is your chance to be a guest on another podcast like Big Alex was this week and get interviewed, find out what brought you to Massenomics, what you like about it, what you hate about us, all the dirty deets. So go give Unpaid and Underrated a listen. And thank you to all of our supporting members. How about a certified training facility of the week?
We still have some of those. We haven't got through all of them yet.
Not yet. I think there's still a couple certified training facilities around.
Just a few left. Okay.
I'm wondering, last time we did one, we went to Random.
Oh, yeah. Wisconsin.
Prior to that, Ohio. Prior to that, Kentucky, Utah, Sweden, Maine, Tennessee, Arizona, South Dakota, North Carolina, Delaware.
Where are we going to go this time?
This is like a Johnny Cash song at this point. Let's see. Should we go to, I want to go to a place where things are big.
Oh.
Things are usually pretty big in Texas, are they not?
That's what they say.
All right. Do we got any good Texas photos? Let's see.
That's the thing. Photos are a little lacking. Very lacking in the Texas area. That one looks nice, but we've done it before. Definitely seen some gyms here. I don't know. Do you have a preference? Have we
done this one? What's this? Geisler's Gym.
Where are you looking at?
That is in between Austin and San Antonio.
Here we go. I don't think so. This looks new to me.
So. All right. Geisler's Gym.
Okay.
It'll be funny the day that we do one.
We've
for
just
the second
totally
time.
done it before.
Yeah.
Have all these new revelations about it.
Yeah, our certified training facility map, there's like over 375 certified training facilities on there. To get on certified training facility of the week, you need to have pictures of your gym. Just email or DM us those pictures and we get them added to the map. If you're not on the certified training facility map yet, get on there. It's how you get on certified training facility of the week, but also cool fact, it is the number one way that we find gyms to tour when we go on our cross-country gym tours. So become certified.
All right, this is definitely a garage gym. The garage door is a dead giveaway in case people are wondering how you know what it is. But once we are in the gym, I'm seeing some things I'm liking right off the bat. We got a horse stall mat section on the floor. There is, in the foreground, Tanner, there's an Echo bike. There is some type of, I want to say, like it reminds me of the Bells of Steel cable tower. That's probably what it is or something very similar. And it's a plate-loaded system. And it is wall-mounted, which gives it a small footprint. And they're pretty budget-friendly, too, as far as those items go. Next to that, we have some power blocks and kettlebells. It looks like the power blocks are on a homemade dumbbell stand of sorts made out of wood there.
Yep.
Moving
I would think it is made out of wood.
You are correct. Moving along, we got some wall-mounted storage. This also looks like a DIY storage option here for some barbells. We got an SSB. The knurled handles make me think that it's probably a rep one, but I could be wrong there. A couple other just power bars. Looks like the Cadillac bar maybe there on the end.
Yeah, that might be it. Might be the Cadillac.
Is the Cadillac bar a smooth curve or is it notched like that? I can't remember.
It's a smooth curve.
Okay, well then it's not the Cadillac bar.
Yeah.
All right, we got the certified training facility flag proudly on the wall next to the "Don't Curl on Me" flag. Also, that's the Marine one up there, isn't it?
Yep.
So,
1, 2, 3, 4, United States Marine Corps.
So he's either a big fan of the Marines or he was in the Marines. I would assume he was probably in the Marines, but you never know. Then we got the rack. We got a, what is this, a 4-post? No, there's a 4-post with like a half rack kind of option on the back.
Right.
All right, I don't know what you call that. It's not a half rack. It's just the
Plate storage.
Yeah, it just doesn't go the
back.
full height, but it still gives you the plate storage, which looks
Does it
nice.
say Titan on the back cross member of the plate storage? Is that what that word that go? You can see the yellow "Don't Curl in Me" flag behind it. Does that say Titan or what word is that?
I can't tell. I don't know.
Okay.
And I'm not sure. That might be a Rep AB 5200 bench. Probably.
That's what that looks like to me.
We got some Drink Spotter XLs. We got safety straps. It is a flat foot, so it's not bolted down or anything. And then just judging by how black some of those plates look, I think they might be strength co plates. Yeah, it looks like
Also,
he's got some
he's a
bumpers.
United States Marine Corps guy.
Yeah, so it checks out. There are some bumpers down below, but I'm fairly certain those are strength co plates on the rack there, which is a good choice. And we got a separate angle. Let's show some of this a little better. Oh yeah, I see what you're talking about now. That Titan, yeah, that is Titan listed across the back of those, like that cross member for the storage. You are right. Yep, and that is a Rep AB 5200. Oh, all of our suspicions are being confirmed. Those got to be strength co plates too. I don't know. Do we get it all?
Yeah, other just random things I'd point out. He's got a little folding chair to sit in between sets. He's got a Rainbird sprinkler system on the wall.
System, yeah.
And he's got a double stroller folded up behind the rack. The biggest garage space taker of all, the double stroller.
The footprint on those suckers is just...
Talk about footprint on gym equipment. Wait till you start getting strollers in your garage.
Strollers and children's bikes just eat up space more than any gym ever will.
Yeah, you just got to have enough kids of varying that you got a whole bunch of both of those things, and then you'll wonder why you don't have a 10-stall garage for all the strollers and bicycles. He's like, gym space? Oh, my gym equipment doesn't take up anything. What I need room for is strollers.
Yep. And I think, I can just store it on the wall. But then I'm like, whoa, then the kids can't get it when they need it. And then I'm being annoyed because I'm putting stuff away. So I guess we'll just keep it down forever.
Yeah, great gym. Do you think you could get strong here, Tommy?
Oh, hell yeah.
We're getting hella strong in Geisler's gym in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
One omission from prior, I see it in the Discord. We talked about Big Tyler Thompson, 10th at World America's Strongest Man. Big Tyler from Aberdeen got first place in her in her first bikini competition. She got second place in open class.
Okay. Impressive
so
stuff.
the Tyler's kind of running the table on things
well,
this week.
It makes sense. There's so many people in Massenomics gym with bikini experience that she was in a really good environment to prep for that show.
Training around a lot of seasoned experts.
A lot of seasoned
like
bikini
Larry.
experts. Ross.
Probably got some members that have done a lot of studying of bikini competitions, if you know what I mean.
Probably.
Okay. This week's episode of the Massenomics podcast. This is actually our newest sponsor. Kind of a exciting announcement here. EliteFTS, newest sponsor of the show. EliteFTS.com. We got together with old Dave, our buddy Dave Tate at EliteFTS, and said, heck, Dave, do you want to sponsor the Massenomics podcast? And he says, boy, do I. and I've got something for you. It's called discount code MASS10, and your customers can use it on most things that they purchase from me at EliteFTS, and they will save 10% on all of those things. And I said, wow. We said, wow, that's a good deal. And he said, yes, get this. Also, even if some of those things are on sale already, you could still stack discount code MASS10 on it. And we said, holy cow, Dave, slow down. You are giving away the farm.
Right. They're trying to keep you in business, man.
And he's like, nope, that's what we're doing. We're doing discount code MASS10. So even though it's our Halloween flash sale for 5 days with up to 50% off, we're still validating discount code MASS10. So if you want 50% off short bands to use for whatever it is you use around the gym, if you want to get some affordably priced knee sleeves that are EliteFTS.com brand and still want to save 10% after that with discount code MASS10, you can do it. And we said, all right, Dave, we're convinced. And here we are at this ad today. Thanks, EliteFTS.
This episode is also brought to you by the Strength Code. Tanner, you want to hit that Strength Code button for me?
I thought you'd never ask.
Oh.
This is the Strength Company. We've set out to build a better barbell plate on American soil. We ended up here at Wisconsin's legendary Wapaka Foundry. With over 60 years of ironworking experience, the foundry had the knowledge, technology, and processes to build our weights to our exact specifications. The Strength Company plates are slim but rugged, smooth but easy to grip, and electro-coated for durability and to look great in your gym. This is the next generation of American iron, only available from the Strength Company.
Oh, yeah. TheStrength.co. Get yourself some plates today.
We just saw him in Giesler's gym.
You too can be like Giesler's gym.
Yep.
Wait, we still got people in here. Do I got to kick them out?
Kick them out, and then I'll redo the disturb.
Oh, yeah. They're totally killing the mood.
Premature disturbulation. Am I right? Don't be embarrassed. It happens to everyone. I read about it. They say it happens to everyone on occasion, and it's nothing to be embarrassed about.
That's right.
My doctor assured me it's nothing to be embarrassed about. It can literally happen to anyone.
Oh, accidentally put scans in the waiting room. That's okay.
Yeah, you can leave him there.
We'll let him rot.
He doesn't have that long to go. He can hang out in there for a while.
All right.
Did we get rid of him?
Hit it.
All right.
Oh, baby.
You know what that means when you hear the sound of disturbed, not the sound of silence, the sound of disturbed on the Massenomics podcast, getting down with the sickness. That means it's time to get down with our title topic. Tommy, what is our title topic for episode 498?
This week's title topic is CrossFit still a thing?
The title topic hitting at a blistering 53 minutes into the episode.
Well, we had a bunch of secondary topics that had to be covered first.
Hence why we're not big fans of the Mr. Beast formula.
Oh, God. Okay, yeah. This week's title topic is CrossFit still a thing? Tanner, is it? Is it still a thing? Are we going to find out?
It's no longer a thing.
Lifting and drinking is all I know.
And that means that wraps up our title topic. When you hear the sound of lifting and drinking is all I know, you know the title topic has been officially wrapped up. Sorry, we got a little out of control on the first topics. All we have time for is to tell you that CrossFit is no longer a thing.
It's done.
Just kidding. We do have some things to talk about.
You know,
it is a thing, but it sure seems to be less of a thing than it used to be. Like compared to when we started this podcast.
I was going to say maybe we need to give people a little history lesson on Massenomics experience with CrossFit.
Oh God, you got the history professor started again over here.
So if you weren't around for the first, let's say, 105 episodes or so, you wouldn't know that CrossFit was brought up every single week on this podcast, and in some weeks it was a major part of the episode. We didn't have any feedback on it, but one of the other hosts at the time, because there was 3 of us hosting the show, actually opened a CrossFit gym during that time. So when someone opens a CrossFit gym, naturally there will be a lot of conversations about CrossFit. Also, that was 10-ish years ago. So we're looking at 2015, you could say, when CrossFit was about peak CrossFit, right in that window.
We would have been talking about it in 2015, 2016, and 2017 would have been the years that we were talking CrossFit.
Yeah, and CrossFit was really on the up and up at that time too. It was popular. It was very popular. It was
hitting its stride, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. And I don't know. I was seeing some things the other day. I saw a few things about CrossFit, and I thought, wait, is CrossFit still a thing? I don't really cross paths. Get the cross paths. I don't really cross paths with anyone that does CrossFit. I mean, I know people do it, but it used to be a thing that I would hear about fairly regularly. And over time, I feel like that has completely gone away. And I would even say this. I do know there are a lot of people that do CrossFit style training, but they do it in gyms that are not CrossFit gyms anymore. And the idea of that 10 years ago, I think would have been a little unusual as well. And I think that has been also something that's changed that we will touch on as this segment goes on. So where do we want to start at?
Well, there's a few different ways to slice the cat.
Maybe let's start with some numbers if we can, just to give a picture here. And it's hard because CrossFit is a private company. So, they don't have to report certain things that like a public company would. So getting hard numbers on certain things is a little tricky, but I guess the one piece that I think you have the same thing too is getting numbers on certain things. So this says in 2005, just to show you the rise of CrossFit, I think it started in like 2000, right? This says 2005, there was 13 affiliates. I don't know if that's true or not. But then by 2013, it says there was 8,000 affiliates. So you can see that there was a major boom, in probably about 2010-ish when this started taking off. 2016, this says 13,000 affiliates. 2018, 15,500 affiliates. And then looking at the timeline, you can see 2021, COVID. And everything going on. You could say they got down to 9,400 affiliates. 2022, this is saying 12,500. A little rebound, and then you get to early 2025 and sitting around 9,900 affiliates. So dropping back down again. And if you look at that, based on these numbers, the peak is showing 2018, 15,500 to today, 9,900. I mean, that is a pretty significant drop in the course of 7 years.
It also shows when we were talking about it on the podcast, we were really right in the heart of its biggest growth and right when it was about peaking.
Absolutely. Too. Yeah. I mean, it was.
Yes. That's what I've got, that we're down under 10,000 boxes. That's also, for anyone that doesn't know, we're going to outline a few special CrossFit terms that you may only hear in the CrossFit community. And one of them is they call their gym boxes. I go to a box. Mm-hmm. It's my box. So there's under 10,000 boxes out there now.
And the box is obviously where you do your WOD.
Yeah. Though you do your WOD. That's the workout of the day that you do in a box.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go and you say, I am a man in a box. And then you do your little workout thing.
It's a fun fact. A lot of people didn't know this, but what's the founder? Glassman? Is it Greg?
Yeah.
Huge Alice in Chains fan. And so, he's inspired by the Man in the Box song. And that's why he called his gym The Box.
Yeah. That makes sense now. Instead of just saying
that is a true statement. Don't even need to look it up.
Yeah. So why? So it's going down. That's a fact, at least in terms of number of boxes. Mm-hmm. The box number is decreasing. That's enough. That's a real measurable thing that we're seeing. So that's beyond just our gut feel. That's a real thing that you can be that's quantifiable.
Mm-hmm.
And you could probably start to guesstimate what some of the reasons for that are of the number of boxes going down. Here's one thing. Affiliation fees were increased. Well, increased a number of times, but the most recent I've got, they used to be $3,000 per year for affiliates in the U.S., and that's now gone up to $4,500 per year. So almost $5,000 a year to call yourself a CrossFit affiliate box.
Would you say it's probably because of inflation that they had to increase their fee there?
No.
All the inflation associated with naming.
Yes. Yes. No, I would not say that's the strategy. I'm sure they've used that excuse
Probably
at times, like everyone, but that for sure like makes a gym owner reconsider it if it's a decreasing CrossFit climate and then they increase their prices by 50%. That probably makes you reconsider it. $5,000 off the bottom line as a local gym owner is not nothing.
Right. Especially a local gym owner where there's no franchise rights and it's like anyone can do anything. So like you don't have any protection from competition or anything like that.
That is part of
within
the problem,
the same
though, too.
Right. It's so I guess that is kind of leads into the other point of also was CrossFit oversaturated at one point? Probably, because CrossFit in their, I don't know, ideologies or their thought process is like, oh, there's a banging CrossFit facility right here. Do you want to open one directly next door? You can do it, man. Like there's no rules on any of that. Like they'll let you do anything you want as far as the way I understand it, as long as you can pay the fee and then have the coaches there. It does not matter how many exist or how close. So in a way it can cannibalize itself in that scenario.
Also, I think I've certainly observed this locally. Here was the trend locally within Western Northeast South Dakota. In 2010, we had 0 CrossFit gyms. By 2015, we had 1 CrossFit gym in the town. By 2017, we had 2 CrossFit gyms. Now we have 0 CrossFit gyms. Those gyms both exist, but they're not.
They just removed
CrossFit
from the name. They're doing the same thing.
So they no longer pay someone $5,000 per month to put CrossFit on, or $5,000 per year to put CrossFit above their doorway.
I think doesn't everyone kind of revert to like functional fitness or something like that? Isn't that?
Yes.
And that is another thing about CrossFit at the end of the day is there's not really anything proprietary to it. You know, it is just, here's a WOD, I guess. And I mean, the proprietary part would be the CrossFit Games, I guess. Right.
And I think they probably put out official workouts but I'm like, that's after everyone knows what the model is after a while. Like, we don't need we don't need the CrossFit quote unquote workouts. Like, we can figure that out. We're not idiots.
Yeah. Yes. So there's that. Also, kind of along those lines too, I think there's just been more competitors to the group fitness or group workout space. Like there's like F45 and Orange Theory, and then even home gyms too. You know, like home gyms, we've talked about this so much on the show, but home gyms 10 years ago were not super common. And now, especially as far as CrossFit goes, you can buy the stuff to start up a CrossFit gym in your home, in your garage pretty affordably, especially when you consider that a lot of CrossFit gym memberships are $120 plus a month. It covers a lot of equipment on a yearly basis.
Yeah. Also, this is kind of what you mentioned, because it is group fitness. Like that is definitely like, that is mostly what they're selling is the group fitness. It's group functional fitness is what that is. But there's just so many other options for that. And I saw something that even saying, well, there's potentially been a shift, you know, at one point in time, the group fitness shifted towards CrossFit, and that was very in vogue. There's maybe been a shift now towards a softer form of group fitness that's more wellness, more functional movements, low impact options. So I'm talking about like hot yoga,
cycling, spin
classes, stuff like that. That's actually growing in popularity. And people, you only have so many dollars, so many minutes. It's finite resources, and you're choosing to use your fitness time with stuff like that instead of, because they're still group environments, so you're still getting that social aspect of it. But there's been like growing thoughts around like more low impact, you know, that CrossFit hurts my shoulders or whatever.
There's a saying that's called health is wealth. Are you familiar with the saying?
I'm interested.
Okay. Maybe we'll put it on a shirt someday. There might be something there. But I do think along those lines is, you know, with the health as well thing, CrossFit did definitely get a bad image for injuries. Yeah. And whether it was true, I think it could be a lot depending on who your coaches were and what your gym environment was and how competitive people were, how well you were being coached and trained, that I could see the injury rate varying wildly between locations, but
there's definitely a perception of that, though. You know,
Oh,
like,
that
I
was-
think you're
that's
right, but
always
there's
the
definitely
thing.
a perception of that.
yeah, that's always the thing of like, oh yeah, you're over the age of 30 and you're getting hurt. Well, you're probably doing CrossFit. Like that was, I mean, it was
Right.
a meme, but it was also, I mean, for a certain reason too, is that people are just freaking ripping power cleans off for reps when they don't even know what they're doing in the first place. And then they're getting hurt
Right.
in the process. And there is an element of risk to any workout program, but once you start adding in speed and insane reps on more technical things, you can see how injuries would be more common too. But
You talked about the Open too, because that what do they have? You know, they have the big competition. CrossFit has the CrossFit Open. The number of athletes registering in the Open, the CrossFit Open, is down sharply in 2025. Estimates of 30% plus drop in 2025 from 2024 of number of register.
did something happen in 2024?
Yeah. So there's controversies in leadership, safety incidents. Someone literally died. Dissatisfaction, a bunch of affiliates. We talked about that. Dissatisfaction among some of the top athletes, actually. Several things that we talked about. But yes, also somebody died. So there's some pretty significant safety concerns there too.
Yeah, usually not a good look when athletes die at your competition. That's
Right.
understandably.
Down 30% this year, which that's huge, I would think.
I would think so too. Yeah. Yeah, that's big. And you mentioned leadership. That's another thing that if you look through the years, it had been, it was founded in 2000 by Glassman and I don't know these names. Janai, I think it was his wife maybe.
Okay.
And then they owned the company until 2021 or something like that, where they sold it to private equity. And if there's one thing you need to know is when private equity gets involved, that's when the business gets good. That's when the business gets saved. And private equity got involved in 2021. They got a new CEO. And then it sounds like that CEO is now out, and I believe they got another new CEO in 2024, 2025. Like in the last year or so, they've gotten another CEO, which again, like when you start cycling through CEOs, it's usually because you're trying to find something that works or something different. So also some leadership issues more frequently as time has gone on as well.
Yeah, I would come back to, just generally speaking, the path that what I've seen the local CrossFit affiliates take, where they just say, we don't need that. I don't need to spend $5,000 a year, and I don't need the baggage, and we know what we're doing. We know how to run a gym. We know how to program for our clients.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need that. And it's not getting us people in the door. I feel like that's the thing. Like at a certain point you needed that because people wanted to go to a gym that said CrossFit. And I just don't think that's a requirement. They might want to do group functional fitness, high intensity training, but they don't need it to say CrossFit, because everyone understands at this point that it doesn't have to say that for any reason, that it doesn't do shit.
Yeah, I think you're right. Is that it has been enough time that now people understand that even if something doesn't say CrossFit on it, there was probably good chance that was a CrossFit gym at some point. We're back in the day, 10 years ago, you could have said, well, it's not a CrossFit gym. Do they really get what this is? And now it feels like the CrossFit secret sauce has been examined enough that people just understand what that concept is. I would also say another thing that's always been kind of a knock in my head, I'm sure other people think this too, to CrossFit, is that the barrier to be a coach is relatively low. Isn't it just you show up, pass a weekend certification, and you're good to go?
I think so.
Wasn't that all it is?
I don't actually know the specifics.
We talked about it. Tyler did
it back in the day.
I think all it was you just pay the fee, take the test, which it's not just like a written test. Like it is like a weekend seminar kind of thing. I think
it's harder to become a Massenomics certified training facility than it is.
But once you do that, you are a person. And, granted, most of the people doing this, they're not a month into their fitness journey, but I don't think there's really any requirements outside of, hey, pass it. Have 100 hours of coaching people or do whatever, be in the space for a few years. I think it's no, just show up and do this. So Also there, the barrier for entry can be relatively low. Can lead to some maybe subpar coaches, which is also an issue that affects anything in strength and conditioning. Like there's the barrier for coaching can be very low. You want to be a coach? Just put coach behind your name. You're a coach. Like that sort of is how it works. And that's the joke with all those things.
One other missed point. We talked about maybe the shift in more hot yoga or spin classes or whatever, but high rocks, which has been a topic on our discussion for a while. I think high rocks is very popular.
And
actually,
this might be a bigger topic for someday. I don't even know what this is. I just saw this word appearing this year. And first I thought, is this a CrossFit event I'm not familiar with? And I still don't even really know what it, I looked into it. It's just basically it's
a cross between CrossFit and a Tough Mudder almost.
Okay, that's the impression I got. And I think it's the same, like 5 events. It is a standardized thing, right?
Yeah, it's standardized where it's this cardiovascular endurance event, but it also mixes in these other set events. And it's a timed thing. So you can actually compete against yourself over time because how CrossFit is so widely varied. Mm-hmm. You still have these things like, what's my whatever row or my how many cals on the spin. There is things that they probably do repeatedly, but I think high rocks is I don't know very well. I'm just making some of this up, but I think it's very.
That was what I kind of got out of it.
Measure.
A little bit of research I did. Yeah, it is.
Like you can measure your 5K time against anyone across the world at any point in time. I think you can measure your high rocks, whatever, against anyone else that's competing in it because it's the same. It's standardized.
And there are some people from the CrossFit world that are moving over to these high rocks. And I don't know if there's a rule that you can't do both. Are they like the IPF? Do they not let you do both? Or is it do whatever you want? I'm not sure how that works either.
Right. And I don't know if I don't know if there's money in high rocks. Maybe there is. Like, I don't know if the biggest competitions, the winners, if they're winning some money and that would draw over the biggest athletes because that would probably bring them over as much as anything. I don't know. I've never watched a second of someone doing a high rock, so I couldn't say. I'm just picturing things in my head of what it could look like.
Here, I got the events. Do you want the events?
Yeah.
It's 8 1,000-meter runs, and after each run there is or maybe it's before, but then so each 1,000-meter run is separated by a physical
event.
A physical event. So there's a 1,000-meter ski erg, a 50-meter sled push, 50-meter sled pull, burpee board jumps, 80-meter burpee board jumps, 1,000-meter rowing, 200-meter farmer's carry, 100-meter sandbag lunges, and 100 wall balls. That's a very endurance-specific competition. When each one of those is separated by a 1,000-meter run, too.
That is, yes, very much so. Even way more so than CrossFit because CrossFit has some more specifically.
Right. There's some deadlift ladders and squats and things like that. Like, so you start with a 1,000-meter run and then go into a 1,000-meter ski erg, then do another 1,000-meter run and go into a 50-meter sled push. I don't know, man. That's just like an endurance competition.
A lot of cardio. Yeah, it's a lot of cardio. What were some of the ladder events?
I wouldn't even say you don't even get into what I would classically consider strength type events until event number 6, which is the 200-meter farmer's carry. And I don't know what the weight is on that. For all you know, the weight's 20 pounds.
Also, 200-meter is a long, it's a long-ass farmer's carry.
I can't imagine it's very heavy. And then 100-meter sandbag lunges, same thing. I mean, 100-meter lunges is a lot, but
100 meters doing lunges, it must weigh almost,
exactly. And then you end it with wall balls again. So it is just a lot of cardio-specific items.
Actually sounds less intriguing to me than CrossFit because at least in CrossFit, you're like, oh, good. We got to the event that suits me.
Oh, no. Well, right. Like, or you could be like, oh, damn, that guy's really strong. Like,
if you're not a runner, if I would say you're not a runner, you're probably going to struggle at high rocks, right?
I would think so.
People in CrossFit, they might not be classically runners.
Here's the men's open kettle or the men's open farmer's carry. It's with kettlebells. The open weight is 24 kilo kettlebells. So what do we got? 55 pounds. Yeah. And the men's pro is 32 kilo kettlebells. So about 70-ish pounds.
And also after you've ran 5 miles, I'm sure that really sucks, but
yeah, you got to take those for 200 meters.
It's like it'd be like a 2-hour long event.
Yeah. It
would be.
like, yeah, it would have to be, right?
I mean, it'd be like an hour and a half or 2 hours, or it could be, honestly, that could be a 3-hour event. Oh, how does it scale? Does everyone do these 8 stations? It'd be a 3-hour event for some people.
I don't know.
Like for sure, because you're running an 8K at the very least, which, you know, to some people is going to take an hour, and then you got 8 events in there. Some of those are like, it could easily be close to 2 to 3. You need like half a day set aside to do a high rocks, I guess.
Just sit back.
But I suppose
and watch
you only compete maybe a few times. Like people that do high rocks, they're training most of the time, or is it like, nope, I just do high rocks? Like I
don't even know. And here it is. They just call it's on their website. It says about the race. So they just refer to it as a race, you know, which probably makes more sense than considering it as the strength.
Yeah. So if you do that, you're probably still training in a functional training group fitness thing too.
Yeah,
I'm
not sure how much of your time you're really spending on hang cleans and squats and things. You know, like I don't think putting on a lot of muscle is advantageous to you in this event, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you got to be strong to a certain extent.
No, right. But I guess the point is, it's just another thing that could be taking away from CrossFit time.
Yeah. The CrossFit time. Yes. Are we missing anything from our vantage point? Why it seems like CrossFit is slowing down a little?
No, I guess the last thing would be speculation on what the future is for it. I guess I don't see it changing really. I don't see it going away though. Like I
don't think it will ever go
just
away.
Levels out at
because people will always want group fitness, that community aspect of some kind.
I just don't think it requires CrossFit as a brand to do all of that. So that's why I don't see like the brand rebounding huge, because I just don't think you need them
and
to do all that.
It does make you wonder too, if you were saying how there's this declining participation level in the open. You know, does the CrossFit Open, is that the pinnacle of the CrossFit Games? And if that starts to be less and less popular, do people, again, what, a 0.1% of people will ever participate in the Open in any way?
Right.
But if that starts to be less of a spectacle, does it just take the whole CrossFit brand down a notch with it too, that there's no, you know, like Olympic Games of CrossFit? Right. So then it's like, well,
there's no...
If this doesn't lead to anything bigger, like what does the CrossFit name even mean anymore? I don't know. Maybe people don't think about that at all. Most people probably don't, but I could see at an aspirational level that it does give people something to look at.
Yeah. Okay. So it's still kind of a thing for now.
I guess the takeaway is still, I think they're also in the process of trying to sell again. I think either that or they're looking, I thought I was reading, maybe they're looking for another investor, or the current private equity company that has it might be looking to offload it.
You know what they say, buy high and sell low.
That's right. No, they got all types of tax advantages where they can just wipe off.
Oh, it's a write-off. That's true. Yeah,
write it off.
You want the losses because then you can pay less in taxes.
That's right. It's good.
That's the trick. Yeah. Like, we're paying too much in taxes. Let's lose a few $1 million and
let's get some write-offs. That'll save us.
Okay, so that's CrossFit, but the real strength sports competition that everyone expects us to cover at this point in time is our annual recap of the Mr. Olympia event. People tune in
all year.
Some people only listen to our show once a year, and it's just for the Mr. Olympia recap to get our take on how the Mr. Olympia competition went down.
Yeah, I mean, as they should. We have some hard-hitting reporting on this.
I assume you were tuning in closely
this
year?
Was, yeah. I think I was with you actually. So, so obviously we were watching it together.
Yeah. And like just flabbergasted at the results.
Yeah,
like,
just
so shocking
screaming at the TV.
Yeah. So for quick results on the rundown, 10th place, Vitaly Ugalnikov. 9th place, William Bonac. 8th, Tonio Burton. 7th, Brandon Curry. 6th, Nick Walker. 5th, Martine Fitzwater, $30,000 prize money. 4th, Samson Duada, $40,000 prize money. 3rd, Andrew Jacked, $100,000 prize money. 2nd, Hattie Chupon, $200,000 prize money. And this year's winner of the Mr. Olympia, I know you all don't watch it because you just come here. You want to find out the results now. Drum roll, please. First place, Derek Lunsford, $600,000.
And in case anyone was wondering,
Mr. Olympia.
Tanner did not say any of those names wrong. He said all of them totally correct.
Exactly,
so don't
right.
second guess him.
Especially Vitali's name. Ugolnikov. I feel good about that now. Yep. Any thoughts and takeaways on this year's talent pool?
My thoughts and takeaway are it's really to the point now where we don't have the gift. We don't got, I don't know. What was Kai Green's nickname?
I don't know.
I'm just saying, we don't got any of the class. We used to be a proper
Blade,
country.
Dexter Jackson, classically. This is the time of the year when we talk about the Blade.
We don't got
Jackson.
the gift. The Blade's gone. The Shadow's long gone. I mean, King's gone.
But do you know what Derek Lunsford, Mr. Olympia's name is?
I can't remember. I know.
It's the Prodigy.
Oh, the Prodigy. Okay, well, that's not too bad. But my point is the classics are gone. We used to be a proper freaking country when it came to bodybuilding shows, and I don't even know anymore, man.
I don't even know anymore either. $600,000 is a lot of coin.
It is a lot.
That's a payday.
It is a lot.
Men's 212 was Keone Pearson. I'm not even going to mention any of the other ones because you, along with us, have never heard of any of those names. Who on this list have you heard of? What names?
Well,
Derek Lunsford, yes.
Yeah, William
Hattie
Bonack or whatever. He was at the Arnold that year. We went and took pictures. He was the only bodybuilding show we went to at the Arnold. He was there.
That's why I recognize that one then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So Derek Lunsford, Hattie Chupon, William Bonack.
Brandon Curry, I know I've heard the name. Nick Walker, I've heard the name there. Samson
Duwada.
Yeah, I heard his name. Hattie Chupon.
Or is it Samson Dada?
I think it's Dada. Or, yeah, I think that's how you say it. Dada.
I'm saying that wrong. It's Dada, I think. Yeah.
Andrew Jacked, I think last year we made a comment like, oh, that's a good name for a bodybuilder. I'm pretty sure we said that.
Yeah.
Don't know what he looks like, though. Hattie Chupon, he's always in the top 3-4, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
And then Derek Lunsford, he won last year, didn't he?
I'm not sure about that. If Hattie Chupon is 1, 2, or Samson, I'm not sure. And that is our Mr. Olympia recap for 2025.
Yes, there was also some powerlifting meets and stuff that took place there now, too. I guess that's a thing. Did you know that? Seen this? No. You heard about this?
No. That's good, I guess.
Steffi Cohen had a return to the platform, I saw, so it was...
Oh, yeah, I guess I saw a little bit about that on social media.
Quite the sigh on that.
Yeah. I would hate to even discuss that.
I could have swore at one point, I could go back and look, and it could have just been an accident. I could have swore at one point it was like weighed in and ready to compete or set USAPL national records. And my thought was like, wow, I can't believe the USAPL is doing a meet at the Olympia. That seems kind of counterintuitive. And also I'm surprised that Steffi Cohen's doing a USAPL meet.
She wasn't doing a USAPL meet, was she?
No, but I'm pretty sure her caption said that. Like, it's weird for me to read the acronyms wrong. And then that was not, it was like an IPL meet is what it actually was. I mean, again, not that that matters at all, but yeah, that was just something I noticed.
Gotta say, for me personally, it's got a little too much other stuff going on for me to be very interested in her powerlifting anymore.
Right. I agree.
I feel like there's
some other things that need to be figured out first.
Yeah, there's a saying there, right? Like you need to keep your house clean before you use something. I don't really know what the saying is, but I'm just like, maybe don't even just do a powerlifting. Right
just
now.
lay low for a little while longer.
Right.
But what do we know?
Yeah.
We're also not setting world records. What do we know?
That's right. We're not setting USAPL records at the Mr. Olympia. Were the Mr. Olympia competitors drug tested?
Well, wasn't that always the thing is that
Isn't
they
there some
said
sort of joke about
they
that
said they were, didn't they?
Yeah.
Wasn't that like in the 90s? Wasn't that like a supposedly a thing?
I feel like it was, which is comical, but
oh, yeah, totally.
okay, Mr. Olympia, check. Okay. Do we have anything else on the list that we want to run down this week?
Oh, what are we at on time? An hour 24. Okay, I could talk about this a little bit. Peloton. Have you seen this? You heard about this?
I did a ride today.
Oh, let it ride. Yep. Have you seen what they got going on, though?
Old Iron Horse today.
There's been some changes. Have you been paying attention to this?
Yeah, it made me it made me go through some stuff when I logged in because it had been a little while.
Made you sign your life away?
Yeah, what was going on?
So, first of all, I don't know if you know, but the company is not doing the best.
Right.
And so what do you do when the company's not doing the best? You come out with
our
all
promotion. Even with
what their problem is they don't have an affiliate code for us. We could really hype them up if they had an affiliate code.
You are in luck, though. We do have this is actually breaking news. We have a ton of affiliate codes now on Massenomics website. If you go to Massenomics.com, then one of our main pages of affiliates, click on the affiliate link. I'm just going to name a few that we have affiliate links for. And some of these have discount codes. So go on our affiliate link site and you can see all of our discount codes. Some of them are sponsored the podcast, like Barefoot, Build Fast Formula, Juggernaut AI, MarcoFactor, which we both use and talk about. You can use discount code Massenomics for MarcoFactor. But then also other equipment companies that we now have affiliate codes for: Rogue Fitness, Rep Fitness, Bells of Steel, Temple of Gains, PRX, Prime. You can use discount code. What is our Prime Fitness discount code? Is MASS5. Will save you 5% at Prime Fitness. EliteFTS.com. That's Mass 10. The Strength Co. Bulletproof Fitness, GMWD, Dialed Motion, Freedom Fitness Equipment. Ooh. We have discount codes and or affiliate links for all of those. So if you're buying equipment from just about anyone, also Amazon. Did I mention Amazon? If you're buying anything from Amazon, any of these companies, just by clicking through our link on our website, it's like leaving us a little, we get a little something out of that if you buy something then. And it's not huge, but it's like leaving us a tip. We just turned the iPad back around to you, and we're not even going to ask you a few questions. All you got to do is just click through the link to get to something you're already going to buy, and then we get a little kickback from that for being your referral source of sorts. So check out the Massenomics.com/affiliates page and several others in the works. We're getting more affiliates in there all the time, and it's all companies that we either own their stuff or we tour. When we do gym tours, we check their stuff out, and they have stuff that we like and that we would totally
things
own
that people have positive things to say about.
Right. I just hijacked it as an affiliate ad there, but
that's okay.
We're talking about Peloton. Peloton's not on the affiliate list.
So they did a couple things here, and for people that maybe haven't been following along super closely lately, we're big Peloton guys over here. Was inspired by Basement Brandon's Peloton video talking about how you can find used ones for like under $600, which is a steal on a piece of cardio equipment. And then the flip side of it is you pay a monthly membership fee, which is $45 a month, which is a lot. But if that's what keeps you doing cardio, I say, hey, health is wealth, baby. I don't know if you've heard the saying, Tanner. That's what I always say when it comes to
familiar
your health.
now.
It's because I always say it. That's why. Health is wealth. If it's $45 is what it takes me to do cardio on a monthly basis, okay, I'll do it, man. I don't care. And I did it. I can see why people like it. I've been riding that Peloton quite a bit lately. I do think it's fun. You've been doing it a little bit too. Maybe you think it's fun, maybe not. But Peloton recently announced hardware price increases. And they've also, I think, made some updates to the products for the first time in quite a while. But basically, everything went up about 10%. Some things a little less, but the bike was $1,700 or is $1,700 now, was $1,500. Bike Plus is now $2,700. It was $2,500. The treadmill was
tariffs, I'm sure.
With everything going on. Yeah. The treadmill was $3,000, now $3,300. Treadmill Plus was $6,000, now $6,700. Yow. Row Plus.
Oof, duh.
Yeah. Row Plus was $3,300, now $3,500. So some big things there. And I'm not buying any new equipment, so whatever. I don't care. But the one that just gets you a little bit is the subscription. Was $44 a month. $50 a month, baby. And $50 a month is,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it just increased.
God.
That's the one where already.
That's actually I really have to even consider that at $50.
I know. That's what I'm saying is 44 already felt like a lot. And we talked about this quite a bit. 44 felt like a lot. But in my brain, 50 is a mental number where 50 a month is a big number. It's a big number. And I don't like that. And for now, what am I going to do about it? Nothing. I'm just going to suck it up and take it because this is the time of year. I'm going into winter time now. This is when I really wanted a cardio solution. But it will make me really think about it when the warmer weather comes around next spring.
I think
summer.
you're right. Actually, that's actually the correct way to look at that. I'm like, no, this could be worth it for me for November, December, January, February, March, even, and then after that, I'm like, do I want to continue to pay for that or not?
That's when I will really think hard about it.
Like a 4-month a year tool when you live where we live.
Yeah, or is it not just during those months? I just won't have the membership, and I'll just use the nerfed version of the bike,
right?
And then so. Yeah,
and then maybe it makes it, and then it's your way to be excited about it for months anyways, and you're like,
yeah, I mean that's at the point where it's at when they're charging that much money. That's a lot for.
That's crazy. I don't think that's not a step in the right direction.
I don't think so either. Again, everyone is just raising prices on everything all the time, but that's an expensive one. That is a very spendy monthly fee.
Yeah. 50, is it 50 even?
Well, it's $49.99. I was rounding up on you.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
And supposedly there's some AI coaching thing that I think the newer products have, a camera that watches you do whatever and gives you some AI coaching feedback. And I'm like, no, thank you.
Great.
I'm good with the plain ones here.
Yes. Oh, man. Them increasing that is so annoying.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have suspected that was, in my ignorance, I wouldn't have assumed they were on the cusp of increasing that because I'm already like, I feel like you maxed it out here. Like,
I know. I'm curious. What Peloton original monthly fee? I want to know. What did it start at? The original monthly fee for the Peloton All Access was $39, but it was raised to $44 in 2022. And October 2025, it raised to $50. So every 3 years, we go up about 10%.
Yeah.
Before you know, it'll be $70.
I want to know what happens to the member base when they do that. Like,
there had to have been a bunch of, well, we know with gyms, there's a bunch of people that just don't even know that they're paying for it, because they haven't canceled it. But there had to have been some people that were like, yeah, I'm out, man.
Yeah, I bet can't be insignificant.
But even there, if 5% of people quit, they're still coming out ahead though, right?
Right, because they raised it by 10%. So I guess that's the math equation that they need to, the drop-off rate needs to be less than 10%.
Obviously, we're not smart enough to run some giant company like this, but to me, it's just...
I don't know if they are.
Actually, the numbers would say that, yes, they are also not smart enough to run this.
Peloton's member base dropped about 6% in the fourth quarter of 2025 to 6 million members. So did drop 6% according to some source, Yahoo Finance.
Yeah.
But there again, it is, so their net revenue is probably still an increase for now, but is that a long picture play?
I know. That's people. It is at a point where I shouldn't say they. Everyone talks about how expensive things are, and just increasing prices gives people a reason to cancel things. Right. And I think people need to be pretty price sensitive to how that works right now.
Yep. I think I'm in your boat though. I'm like, no, we're actually going into the time of the year where I really have been looking forward to having this because it's our season of being able to bike outside is dwindling.
Yeah, it's dark so early now too, and it's going to really change in a hurry here. So it's dark. It's just your window for outdoor activity gets so low.
Problem because we bike to a park, 4 nights a week probably. It's like we have starting to have to come back early and early just because of being dark. Not that we've been very favorable temperatures, very favorable weather It's been really nice actually, but it is the darkness where it's like, no, now it's almost dark at 7 p.m. and like soon it's going to be 6 before we know it.
And soon it will be 30 degrees and 30 mile an hour winds, and it's already just unhabitable outside. So that just takes that out.
Yeah, I guess I'll just bear it for a few months, but after that, it would, once it's nice again, I could definitely see hitting the brakes on that for a while.
This would feel way different if you just dropped the money, like $1,700, on a new one.
What a slap in the face if you just did that.
God, yeah. If you just drop like,
of course you're just going to pay for it then, though.
Oh,
and
yeah.
That's also what they know on that too.
Well, it says the fourth quarter is their biggest quarter, which makes sense, with the holiday season for selling equipment. So I'm sure that's why they're raising prices now. But if you just made the jump and now all of a sudden you were like on the fence about it, and then you're like, damn it, I'm in too deep. I have to keep doing it. But
sunk cost fallacy.
Mm-hmm.
Am I right? I don't know if
absolutely
I'm right. It could be a thing. All right. So Pelotons, stay tuned next week for when they increase prices again.
for when they roll out an affiliate program.
We really need a Peloton affiliate to start subsidizing this membership cost for us personally.
Make it a lot easier.
Yeah. Okay. If you're not checking out the YouTube, make sure to check it out. We mentioned the YouTube videos, the gym tours, and we've got more coming up. We don't even know yet which one we're going to publish next week, I don't think. It's going to be a surprise.
It's our channel. We can do whatever we want.
We're going to spin the wheel and decide which one. Hopefully you got your crew gift. This last one was the cards. Here's a couple of the rare ones right here. Hopefully you got yours. Show us off what you got on social media, Discord, wherever you want. Show us what you ended up with there. Be prepared for our new drop coming on Thursday. 4 new items, including the patch set that we showed off. Anything else? The affiliates? Click on some of those affiliates. Just go through and click on every single one of those.
Yeah.
Because they last
just
for like
have
a certain
those
amount of
loaded
time.
up.
Yeah, just click on once a month, put it in your calendar to go click on every single one of those, just in case in that month you buy something that we can get a
quick purchases and you don't.
I'm not sure if that's the spirit of what those affiliate links are for.
I mean, how is that different than anyone else saying, click this before you buy? You're just saying preemptively have it clicked. So when you do decide to go buy, you don't got to worry about clicking anything.
Right. Once a month, set it in your
what is it? October.
Reminder.
We're recording this October 16th. Just every month on the 16th, have a reminder go off in your calendar to click those 20 affiliate links. The browser remembers it for about 30 days. You're good for the month then. Then you just do it again on the 16th.
And then if you ever buy something from any of those companies, we get a few bucks. Something like that. That's the theory.
Yep. That is the theory. I think that's also the practice too.
That is how it is. That is the practical application of that. And then we'll be millionaires in no time.
That's right.
Do you got one more ad to hit us with, Tommy?
Yes. Racking through my brain
formula?
here. No, I started with them. Went to the Strength Co. Now we are on to
Texas Power Bars.
No, that's not I don't read that one. What's the other one?
Yeah.
God, brain.
Why am I so confused? It's Barefoot Shoes, EliteFTS.
It's so late
Co.
right now.
Wait, what'd you read first? Build Fast formula?
Build Fast.
And then what did you do second?
How did we get this far and never forget them, and now we can't remember them?
The Strength Co. Oh.
Yep, we did that one. There's only one way to find out here.
Go to our affiliates page.
Nope. Go to our YouTube video and see who we have listed. I don't know why I can't think of
Juggernaut
this.
AI.
Oh my God. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
I used that literally. I was in that app.
What's messing me up is we switched who reads what about a month ago, and ever since then I actually have to think about it now.
It might have been like 3 months ago, but yeah.
Actually, you're probably right. Yes. All right, Juggernaut AI, not to be forgotten anytime soon. They are the smartest program for you. They deliver principle-based coaching through cutting-edge technology to help you get the best results in the gym. Since 2009, Juggernaut has been your trusted training resource, helping tens of thousands of lifters reach their goals. From beginner to world champions, Juggernaut AI has the tools to help you. And this is how it works. You download the app, you tell the system about yourself. It's going to ask you your age, weight, height, sexual orientation,
age, sex, location,
just some very,
what are
very,
your core interests?
very private details.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
What turns you on? Just all things very relevant to your life. Once it captures those items, though, then it's going to create the program for you. I might. It's been a while since I registered. I might be off on some of those questions.
What type of pornographic material interests you the most?
Just, some pretty standard questions.
Just the basic boilerplate stuff.
Things you're used to when you sign up for any website nowadays. Yeah. Once you tell it about yourself, then it's going to make an individualized program made specifically for your goals. Once that program is created, you're going to check in with the app every day before you start lifting. You're going to check into the app after every set, tell it how it went, how it felt, and it's going to make adjustments for you every step of the way. So the days that you're feeling good, you're going to tell the app that, and the days that the weight's feeling light, you're also going to tell the app that, and it's going to say, you know what? You're feeling good. The weight's feeling good. Let's give you a little more. This is one of those days, and that's where you're going to really find those gains. The days you're not feeling too hot, you're also going to report that, and it is going to scale back and adjust the weight accordingly so that every week you're at your peak level. You're never getting overtrained or undertrained. You have the optimal program built for you. If this sounds interesting to you, and it should, I highly recommend it. I've been running Juggernaut AI for years. I love it. Head on over to juggernautai.app. That is their website. Use code Massenomics and you can save 10% on the lifetime of your membership. The discount code only works on the website, though. So juggernautai.app, code Massenomics. Thank you, Juggernaut AI.
Glad we didn't forget Juggernaut.
Oh, man. We just had to start this whole episode over.
Talk about a brain fart. Farted right in our brains.
Big time.
Ripping ass right in our brain holes.
That's right.
Brain fart. All right, let's wrap up this pony show. Tommy, where do they find you at?
You can find me at Tomahawk_D.
You can follow me at Tanner_Baird. You can find me in The Dean. Most importantly, make sure to follow Massenomics at Massenomics.
See ya.